It's week 4 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Seahawks and the Lions under the lights on Monday night.
From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Hewitt. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And off we go in Monday Night Prime Time. Here comes Williams on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And we will get a look at their 6th-year signal caller.
Last week is one of those weird spots as a quarterback, Kate. Right? You celebrate a win. Every win is so hard in this league. But as a QB, you also know when you throw more interceptions than touchdowns, you're very fortunate to come on the winning side of any game at this level.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
That's good for the Lions.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Now they send their back in motion right. That one's cut along the left sideline. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Need better results here on 2nd and goal from the 10. Gibbs now from the gun. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun here. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive.
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be... Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fox now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. And they'll be led out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this 2nd-year passer.
I think we could give them a pass from last week because they still found a way to win, and that's the ultimate job of a quarterback. But those interceptions, that's not what we're used to seeing out of him week to week. The 2 touchdowns, though, well, that's the bar he wants to hit each and every time out, and when he gets there, usually good things follow.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. He passes the 35. And he gets this up to the 38-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Airing it out on first down. And oh, he drops it. He had all the space in the world. Brock, he got behind the defense, and he just looked away before he brought it in. A big missed opportunity. Here we go, second and very long. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. DJ Reed brings him down that time. And the Lions into a nickel set for third down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Lions will go on offense. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Able to find right. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They'll motion him out of the backfield. They'll throw on first. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
They are throwing it again. Finds Laporta. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Desmond King up to make the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Still sticking with the passing game. Laporta with the grab. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Byron Murphy there to make the play. And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Now looking to throw. Got Williams, and it's complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Working inside the red zone. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. They'll throw it again. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
3rd and 4.
Throwing from the gun. He's on the move. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. Bates' kick is up and good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
You hate to see this on fourth down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got a first inside the red zone. They'll run here following the penalty. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Throwing on 2nd and 11. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Rick Woolen with the INT.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. He puts some juice on it deep. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, we're going to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Flushed out of the pocket.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
On 2nd and 9. Catch made left side by Laporta. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They give to Gibbs on the option. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's a throw. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 3rd and goal. Throwing now from the gun. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Bates' kick is up and good. And that will add to their score.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second and 3 now. Brought in right side. And they had that one contained right at the line. DJ Reed brings him down that time. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Walker now from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Michael Dixon on the punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Lions will take over with a lot of field ahead of them. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And it'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. It's a 2-score game early. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They start with 2nd and 6. Again, it's Gibbs. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Brought to a halt by Cmsl.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
That's incomplete left side.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to them and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That punt goes 63 yards. And it'll be Seahawks football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
He puts some power on a deep one left. Luke Neighbors the one he was throwing for. And now it's 3rd and short. Throwing off the play fake here. Walker hauls it in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Takes it in at the 21. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Running it after the penalty. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking for a throw here. intercepted. Rick Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Man there, it's Malik Neighbors. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Terrion Arnold in on the stop. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Hauled in left side. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Terrion Arnold in on the stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They're going play action. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Jason Myers now going to try to knock this through for the Seahawks. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And the deficit remains 2 scores.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The offense headed out now for Detroit. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Now following the play, pretty quick stoppage. This is going to be for an injury. And, oh boy. Sam Laporta, the one in some pain, he's being checked on. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
On the Seahawks 43-yard line.
Running it with David Montgomery. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again! Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Caught by his back. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. 1st down, he'll throw it. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Handoff. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. Going the other way. Lions have it. And this will reach the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions grow their lead on the turnover. Step one is just making the hit, Brock. Step two, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get to step three, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just look at them. I love the joy.
Yep.
A unit that doesn't get to celebrate in the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions take a three-possession lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And in a three-score game, Brock, they have to find a way to reestablish some control here. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They're throwing it. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Pass play coming here. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick six.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get two, it's almost a certainty.
Point after, up and good from Bates. And the Lions make it a 24-point ball game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. And the last two drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys.
It's one for the win column for the Lions. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year.
line.